Hey folks, Tom here in Knoxville, Tennessee, outside my greenhouse. The time has come, if you own a greenhouse, you know, every spring, every fall, you've got to get it ready for those seasons. In the summer, you want it shaded so that your greenhouse doesn't cook. And I planted this put this greenhouse down under a tree that gives me, I get morning sun until about 11 o'clock, then I get shade until about 4 o'clock, then I get sun again all evening. So it's worked out perfectly. I didn't need to put shade cloth on. I did put a little bit of paint on it to shade it down, but because I put it near a tree, as you can see, all the black on here is tree sap that mildew has grown on because it is tree sap. And that has to be cleaned off because in the winter, you want the exact opposite. The leaves will fall on this tree. This will get sun all day long, but you got to have sun coming through your film or your plastic glass, whatever you use. So I have found what works for me best. And by the way, I'm not a product endorsement for anybody. Regular, simple green. It doesn't hurt the plastic, but boy, will it cut through this mold and mildew. And then I work at O'Reilly's, and I got one of these car wash telescoping brushes. This thing is amazing. I can reach the top of the greenhouse without needing a ladder. This is a must-have for anybody that has a greenhouse and needs to clean it. Greenhouses need to be cleaned at least twice a year, in the spring and the fall, and getting ready for those particular seasons. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you how this simple green works, okay? I don't need the wand right yet. And the wand, by the way, hooks up to the hose, so it puts water through it. At first, I'll just scrub, and then I'll use the water to rinse it all off. So pay attention. I don't know how these people that do those mowing videos do this, because it wears me the hell out. But we'll see the difference here in a minute. I'm going to do this panel here, and you'll be able to see the difference almost immediately. So let's spray it down. You want to get it good and wet. You want to do this too when the sun is not blaring, because it'll just dry them and you put it on there, and that's not good. You don't want that. So I'm putting this up here and I'm using copious amounts. The greenhouse is black on this side because the tree is right over me here and the sap falls on it. You want the whole surface nice and wet with this simple green. And I'm going to spray it down. Doesn't get the sides so much, it's usually just the top. Let's do this right here in case it's not all in frame. And I'm wetting it down real good. Like I said, I'll probably use a whole bottle for half greenhouse. So this is a 20 by 10 greenhouse. It'll take 2 bottles to clean the whole thing if you have the whole thing under trees, okay? So just keep that in mind. So I'm just putting it on here copiously. I want it to sit here for a minute. It's going to eat into that sap. It's not going to eat into the plastic, thank goodness. I tested it on the other side and it came out beautifully. So I'm making sure every part of it's wet. And we're letting it sit here for a minute. I don't need much on the side because it doesn't come down the sides. It's just really the roof that gets it bad. So, like I said, guys, if your greenhouse is near trees or anything, you're gonna have to do this. It doesn't matter if it's plastic, glass, or otherwise. That tree sap provides nutrients for mildew. Mildew starts growing, it starts taking away the light of your greenhouse. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Put this up, and while I'm doing it, with my brush on off, no water going through, I'm gonna start actually working it into the plastic. And as you can see, huge difference. And because this brush is so good, it reaches all the way to the apex. And like I said, this is the scrub part, so I'm not using any water. I need that product to get into all these grooves. This is actually going to bring my light back up. Also, this will take the paint, the whitewash I put in the spring on, off. I need all the sunlight I can get now. The nights are nice and cool. The days are still hot, but my fans can handle it. It's not a problem. You want to be easy on a plastic one like this if you don't break the plastic or tear anything. That's very important. And then I'm going to go sideways. Boy, you can see the difference, and I haven't even rinsed it yet. Inside the greenhouse is going to be about 30% lighter now down here on this end. That side doesn't get it too bad because the tree isn't over there, but this side gets it pretty bad. But that tree is a lifesaver. I don't have to put that on. Now that it's scrubbed in before it dries, I'm going to turn my wand water on, as you can see, and we're going to rinse it off and scrub at the same time. I don't know if y'all can see here, my cat, who has just had kittens, has decided to come out here. She doesn't like that she doesn't know where I am. I've never had a cat that walks with us when the dogs. Look at all that grime coming off of there. That water is black. Maybe I should make those mowing videos. No, I'm too old and I don't have the muscles. I don't know if y'all can see the difference there, but it's night and day. And like I said, this Simple Green, again, I'm not a product endorser, but this Simple Green is a godsend. You don't want to use bleach on this. Bleach will make your plastic dry out and crack. Did a lot of research to find out what was best, and this is what it pointed to. Wow. Now, after I'm done scrubbing and getting my sections done, I will go over it with a regular hose. Let me turn this off. I get soaked to doing this. You guys can see the difference. Let me pick the phone up and show it to you. Look at that. This is this side, and this is the old side. Totally different. Not a whole lot of work either. So, I hope that video helped some of you guys, and new greenhouse owners, old greenhouse owners alike. That stuff's been amazing. I think I've got enough to do one more section. I'm going to do that. You have a fantastic day and a great weekend.